Hello, everyone. I am JoeHova. Welcome back to Railway Empire. So, we've completed campaign number 1. Now we're getting into campaign number 2, chapter 2, the early days, starting in 1830s, and we're in the East. So, let's see what this thing has to offer. I've never played this. Okay, so looks like we're starting in, New York? No, we're starting in Baltimore. I do get to change the rail network now, so that's one thing I get to change. I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it realistic.
I did an evaluation of the contenders and
Still don't have
I
a choice on
am the
my
best
character.
choice.
We're the Baltimore and Ohio Railroads. So we'll see what this campaign has to offer. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Sit back, relax, and let's enjoy some trains.
In 1830, the prosperous industrial centers on the east coast of the United States of America were poorly connected to the mainland. Insufficiently developed toll roads and slow ship canals were the only options when making long journeys. Farmers, businessmen, and travelers lamented these long, arduous, and above all, unsafe transport routes. They were not only an inconvenience for travelers, but also shackles on an emergent nation's hunger to grow. But at this time, a development from England was taking its first steps and helped keep alive the hope of many cities in the East of reaching greater economic influence and growth.
I've been waiting for you. I'm Philip Evan Thomas. It's always been my dream to build a railroad to the Ohio River and beyond. That would help everyone, both the settlers and the natives. And I need your help with that. First of all, I have 2 tasks for you in order to build a base from where we can monitor further activities. But as I learned back when I was a bank clerk, the books must always balance. So take care to make a profit, even with these preliminary assignments.
Okay, so we need to connect Baltimore to Washington. I have a large train station here. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a small train station for Washington. I actually want to look at this. I'm probably going to be crossing this way. So we'll get as close straight to the river as we can. And keep it away from the river. There we go. I may have turned the sound of the game down just a little bit too much, but we'll see. We shall see.
Oh, who's this new fish swimming in our pond? Greetings from the beautiful city of Charlotte. What was your name again? Beautiful stranger, wasn't it? Well, that's what you look like. Just let me know if you need help push-starting your trains.
So we have competitors. That's one new thing. It wants me to connect 3 rural businesses. So
Look, to be clear, I have nothing against strangers. Some of my best friends are strangers. But you're not from here, and New York is my city. That's where I do business. I say when the trains roll, where they're going, and why. As long as you don't get in my way, everything will be A-OK between us.
yeah, I got a feeling that everything is not going to be A-okay.
I see our 2 competitors have introduced themselves to you. They have different approaches and so will behave differently. Basically, however, they want to expand their rail networks and make a profit just like you do. So stay on guard and don't let them take advantage of you.
You won't have to worry about that, sir. Ooh, look at this. Man, this is getting ugly. Is that a... Look at that bridge. Okay. I don't want this thing to get too awful expensive. Man, look at this ridge that I'm on, though. Urgh. Let's bring this back. let's get this down here into the lowlands, if I can. Oh, man. I don't want to build tunnels and stuff. Okay, so now we're going to have to build a bridge across. I don't have any choice. That's not terrible. Okay, we have that. So let's go ahead and get some cows going into Baltimore. One little slow locomotive. Okay, so that's one. Baltimore can also do milk. I could have done that all as one rail, but I've got all these rails available to me. And I just need to connect, what did it say, 4 businesses? 3, okay. So I'll do the rail. Can they do vegetables yet? See if they have a demand for that. They do. So with a demand for vegetables, I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. So we'll do a small station here. Small station there. We'll connect these together. No bridges, if I can help it. And then this guy, I mean, bridges are expensive, but I'm going to go connect straight to that one. We'll come off this area here. There we go.
The bigger a city gets, the greater its demands get too. At some point, the goods from the immediate area will no longer be enough. That's where the railroad comes in handy. Now select Baltimore to take a closer look at the city.
Okay, well, let me get my train going.
Baltimore, where the headquarters of our firm is located, has a large clothing industry. The city therefore needs a constant supply of fabrics. In New York, on the other hand, the fashion-conscious customers are waiting for deliveries of ready-tailored goods. Lay a rail line between Baltimore and New York so that the clothing produced in Baltimore can be delivered to New York.
Oh, that's not going to make our gangster friend very happy, is it? Well, you got to do what the man says. I was hoping I could stay connected here. It doesn't look like it's going to let me. That's fine. Oh, it's not letting me at all, is it? Got to go straight out like this. Okay. That's cool. I want to take this path, though, so let's take a quiet little romp through the country. Trying to keep as few bridges as possible. They are expensive. I'm going to want to come in from the south side here. There we go. And now, time to piss off an opponent.
Hey, be careful. You're starting to drive me mad.
Okay. And we'll get a train going between Baltimore and New York.
I'll let you get on with your responsibilities. Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
Okay, so we're going to Pittsburgh. Baltimore to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is right there. There's cotton up here. Excuse me. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Cotton to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's cloth to make... Yeah, okay, I understand what's going on here. So, we got to go through the mountains. This is going to get pricey. Let's try to follow along the river if we can. Jeez, there's no good path. I mean, this is like mountainous country. There's my gap right there. Okay, so let's see if I can come out of this side. If it'll let me. Yeah. Just kind of going by the river as much as possible. Man, those are steep grades. Let's try to get through here. Go through the gap. Oh, I totally missed it. Look at that. That's okay. I didn't totally miss it. Okay, let's put a train station in Pittsburgh. We'll connect to it. Alright. Still got the monies to do that, and then we'll get our cotton going. Excellent. Now let's put in our supply towers. And what did it say? Cotton to Pittsburgh, clothing to New York. So we'll do one train from the wheat farm or Wilson Farm to there. Add a locomotive. There we go. Now Pittsburgh, I'll have to upgrade. Also want to have a maintenance station there. Let's upgrade that station. We'll put the thingamajiggy right there. Also put one right here so that that train can take either rail that it wants. And we will do a train from Pittsburgh to Baltimore. There we go. Let's speed this up, by the way. Don't know what I'm waiting for. Okay, so I got to deliver 10 loads and then 20 loads of clothing to New York. So that's pretty much set in motion at this point. I don't know that I have a supply on that line. Doesn't appear that I do. I'll put it right before I get into the city. Everything's looking good there. Okay. See, Baltimore is already blown up as far as rails in and out, and that's as big as you're going to get as far as a railroad's concerned. Oh, can we upgrade to our newer locomotive? Gonna need covered freight car. I get more money for freight. That's good. I like that. I can use the monies. While we have some money here, let's look at our competitors. Alright, I'm doing way better than any of them. And I just don't like Beatrix. She runs her mouth too much. I can go in here and I can buy some of their stock. I'm going to get 10% of her shares.
I can assure you that your money is well invested in my company.
Yeah, she gets less happy about that as it goes by. I need to keep enough money for trains. You can see these trains are coming awful slow out of here. Up that hill. Oh, look, I ended up getting a bridge. Okay, so this is a technology, and we can bid on it. So Don has bid. I'm going to bid on it as well. I've got the money right now. I might as well do that.
Excuse me, but could you keep out of this? You're driving the price up.
Damn right I am. I want it as well. And normally, okay, so we got Buffalo here. Indian resettlement bill passed. So, oh, this right here is one of my competitors screwing with me.
Are you happy? I got you an article in the newspaper.
Yeah, that's him. Let's see. Train whistle. Sure, why not? My tasks are almost completed. I doubt that this is going to be the end of the scenario. This is easier than the first one. So we're delivering to New York. What do we got there?
If you transport the clothing from Baltimore with your rail line, you will be making a considerable contribution to the growth of the industry. Everyone profits from that.
That's what we're doing. Okay,
Excellent. You can hire train crews in the staff dialogue window. Then you'll need to view the train details of the selected train to assign the staff to it. Now open the train details of your most important train and assign an engineer and a stoker to it.
So here's our engineers. You see both that guy is at 5%.
One of your trains isn't doing what it should be doing.
So we'll hire that person. Go back. We'll also get a stoker. And they have relationships. You can see that these two people like each other. So that's excellent. So my speed is up 12%.
You don't have first call on cities, farms, or mines. Of course, your transport income will fall if your competitors connect these to their rail networks. Tracks, locomotives, buildings, and cash all increase the value of your company. And the higher this is, the higher the price of your company stocks.
So to buy this tailor, it's 1.6 million. I don't have that kind of money. Beef, I could buy for 250,000.
This should stay just between us, as it's, well, not entirely legal. But we need to keep all of our options open. A saboteur has applied for a job with you. If you send him to one of your competitors, he will make trouble for them. This can also cause their stock price to fall. You don't have to deploy saboteurs to do better than your competitors. You can deal with them in a more classy and legal way. Take a look at which routes are more lucrative and will ensure you become the most important transporter there. By the way, your competitor, Don Lorenzo, is a bit of a gang boss. You can imagine that he has good connections to bandits and saboteurs, so it's much easier for him to deploy such characters.
Call that a new locomotive? Does it have cannons as well? Are you happy? I got you an article in the newspaper.
Oh no, how immature!
One of your trains isn't doing what it should be doing.
So I've sabotaged Charlotte. Okay.
You should have learned the most important aspects of your position by now. I'll let you get on with your responsibilities. Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
Okay, so we need to connect to Toledo. That won't be a problem.
What good is your new record anyway?
Population, shares of a competitor, achieve a company value. Okay, so this is kind of opening up now. So let's go here. Toledo is right up there. Let's see. Toledo does meat. There's cows down here. So that's pretty good, but there's nothing in between. There's buffalo is here as well.
One day the railroad will reach all the way to the West Coast. Every day, huge crowds of people set out to cross the entire country, and the trains will continue to get faster. Don't look at me like that. We can't stop progress.